Hello everyone and welcome back to Dune Awakening. Okay then, let's go ahead and pick up exactly where we left off. Alrighty then, let's get started. Well, in between episodes I managed to get my hands on those keys. There we go. After the server restart, those NPCs have actually spawned, so I was at the ready and I managed to get them. So, you know what? Today I think we will carry on with the main mission. Also, as you can see, this little space has changed a tiny bit. I did move the terrarium to the side and now we have this mural. This is, I believe, a Discord of Ward. You just have to play the game for about 15 minutes. It's fine. It looks kind of nice, especially with these extra lights under it. So, you know, the actual bumps on the mural are a little bit more pronounced. I think it looks kind of nice. So anyways, I think, yeah, let's just quickly fill up our liter jar other way. There we go. I have a drink. Also, this music.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Yeah, exactly. When we have this kind of music, we have a sandstorm. Okay, I will wait for this one to blow over and then we will leave. And what we need to do is not the poison spice, but the paranoid. This is the next mission. So I already have the keys. Now we just need to enter the chamber because I do believe we also have not this one. Yeah, this one, the shield disassembler. So these keys will be used to get through the first 4 shields and then we can use this one for the last one. Okay, this one I will throw away because I think that's a leftover from a mission. And we definitely need to repair our suspensor belt. This one is a little bit too damaged. So, suspensor belt, here, repair please. And yeah, the battery as well, might as well take care of it now.
Large sandstorm is approaching.
Also, I did pick up a Mark IV blood extractor. As you might expect, it just gets a little bit more extra blood from the corpses. It obviously doesn't have the little quirk that it filters out a bit of water from the corpses. Anyways, and there's the storm. It should blow over in a couple of seconds. These don't really last all that long. Although we are pretty much going through the middle of it. Yeah, almost the exact middle. Anyways. Yeah, I did change a small thing in the garage. I did build this small alcove so, you know, it looks like a proper parking space instead of just, you know, putting these guys to the side. Also, now we have the death steel. We can put a body into this one, and unfortunately it doesn't work like the blood purifier. We need to have, you know what, might as well show you. We need to have enough free space in our cisterns. Until then, it will not actually process the body. Well, anyways, we have plenty of room in the cisterns now, so might as well pick someone up. Thankfully, we have a small camp right this way. So I will go pick up a body and then bring them home. And then we will go and carry on with the main mission. So we have this small camp right here and... Okay, where are you going? Seriously, can you please stand still? There we go. Okay, so now we just pick up the body and take them home. Yeah, let's go for it. Also, as you can see, our neighbors have stopped building that huge, I don't know, ramp going up. I think they might be done with this place. Well, who knows? Alright then, so all we need to do is go here and put the corpse into the death still, and after an hour it will basically dump, I believe, 35 liters of water into the cisterns. I really wish it was working like the blood purifier, so you know it would start processing the body's water and slowly dumping it into the cisterns, but unfortunately it doesn't work that way. I really wish it did. Oh well, cannot be helped. So, are we okay? Yes, I think we are good to go. Yeah, we have water, we have weapons. Oh, right, I did get a new weapon. Now, instead of a normal sword, we have this rapier or foil kind of a weapon. Instead of cutting, we are thrusting, basically. Anyways, let's go ahead and leave. Also, why do you have your wings extended? There we go. Yes, now we are going to use this as our respawn point, and we are heading this way. This is where the old power station is. Okay, so we are on location. I think I will approach from this end. Yeah, I think we can go through this opening. Let's just make sure that the copter is protected from the elements. Hopefully this is going to be okay. And yeah, appears to be sheltered, so it should be fine. Okay, so let's see what's happening. If you remember, the glutton was a little bit gruesome, so I expect something nasty this time around as well. Okay, apparently we need to go around. I don't know what will happen if I step on the electrocuted worm. You know what? Let's find out. Oh yeah, as expected. Fine. Thankfully we have the vehicle respawn, so we don't need to go too far. But the question is, can I reach my body now? Uh-oh. Ooh, we have plenty of money on that. Ooh, let's hope I can loot it. Ooh, I really hope we can reach that one. Uh-oh. Please don't tell me I lost it. Ooh, that was very lucky. I had to bring the copter here, as you can see, but we managed to do it. I really didn't want to lose that 100k. That was very lucky. Okay, yeah, so let's not do that again, okay? Let's just land, I suppose right under the worm should be fine. I think we will be protected. So are we shattered? Yeah, we appear to be shattered. So let's go ahead and take care of this once and for all. Oh right, we need to go through this pentashield. And I do believe the key for it is on the altar right under the head of the worm. In this solido projection. Sorry, under this solido projection. So I think it's going to be... Yeah, I think that blue one.
Our remembering.
Also, let's keep getting resources. There we go. So we should have access to that base now.
Resolute. In movement. Inexorable.
So, welcome to the back of this base. Let's go ahead and first, I think I will quickly take care of that room in particular, because that one should have some nice resources. First, the sniper. There. And let's take care of these guys next. One more sniper.
Enemy found.
They're coming!
Okay, I believe the key is going to be in this room. At least last time it was here, I believe. Yeah, there it is. So key, please, thank you. And yes, we have a proper loot chest. I will quickly empty it out and we will proceed. I will sort things out later. For now, let's proceed with the mission. Pick up some resources. Yeah, this diamondine dust is what we needed to get for the topter. We should have plenty of it now, but still it's not going to hurt to gather some more. Oh, wait. There we go. Okay, so does it say that we need to go through here? Yes. And there are the 5 pentashields. So we have keys for the first 4. That's 2. That's 3. And this is the last one. Okay, let's see what we are dealing with first. Let's grab something to drink. I want to have as much stamina as possible. Good, let's heal up. And let's see what's going on.
I knew that you would come. I saw you in my dreams. Even my loyal lieutenants were unable to keep you at bay. And for what? I did everything that they asked of me. Find the Fremen. There were no Fremen to find. So I did the next best thing. I created new Fremen. Better Fremen. My Mas Karet. Still, it is never enough. I'm tired of being afraid. Tired of the voices that they put in my head. Please, let us end this. One way or another. heavens stand open and scatter their riches. My hands need but gather their will. Why do I think of an ambush and poison in my molten cup? Why do I feel my years? Love's arms beckon with their naked delights, and Eden's promises of ecstasies. Why do I remember the scars, dream of old transgressions? And why do I sleep with fears?
Okay, interesting body pose, but in the cutscene there was another V on her cheek, so I don't know what to make of that. The Glutton also had a V, but I do believe in the opening cutscene with the Reverend Mother, our cheek had a VI, so so it cannot be Roman numerals. This is something different. Also, should I pick up her body? Oh, never mind. Anything else in this room? Not that I can see, so yeah. I think we can leave. Okay, so now we have her Holtzman shield. Let's see how it is. 0.6 and 104. Well, that looks to be better. Extreme worm intensity, yeah, that's the same. Yeah, this one is better than our current one, so might as well use it. Also, what kind of weapons did we pick up? The Spark Sword, I have used that one previously. And the Stammer Shot, I think I already had this one. I'm not sure. I mean, I do have the blueprint at least. So yeah, I think we can leave. So now we need to go back to Elara Tuak and see what is next. So we are off to Harkov village once again.
Oh, look, the kitten is back. Do we have business? Oh, very good, kitten. Both of your targets are dead. But I have not received new instructions for you yet. Return later, and I will have more. About the dead people? Well, color me fascinated, kitten. Most people want to put that sort of thing behind them. Glowing marks? No, but it sounds fascinating. Or deranged. I suppose our mutual friend knows, but he isn't telling.
Okay, then I suppose now we need to go back home and wait for, well, further instructions. Okay, tell you what, I don't think we will go home. I think I will pay a visit to Arrakis. I would like to take a look at some of the stuff offered by the Atreides. I think I took a look at what they have in the their own stores, but I haven't looked at the scrap trader who offers the Harkonnen stuff. So tell you what, let's go there and take a look. Okay, so we had a a 3D trader at the stronghold on the shield wall, but we didn't have a scrap trader. So let's go talk to this guy. They should have the Harkonnen stuff. So we can get the sandbike variant. No, I don't think so. The Harkonnen office set. Maybe. Mercenary light armor. 16,000. Maybe not. I don't think I am interested in any of these. Well, you know what? We have 100,000. I will go ahead and buy the not the Caladan, but the Atreides construction set. The Caladan comes from the Ultimate Edition, I believe. Oh, right, and before we do so, I have some taxes to pay because I have been moving the sub-5th console around, and that loses the money that we have put in. Now we need to pay our taxes once again.
You again? What now?
There we go. This should keep us going for a little bit extra. So, also, on our way out, maybe we should put some money in the bank. Yeah, I think so, because at this point I don't really want to expand the base, and I think the only reason to have cash on hand was to build those extenders. Now we are good, I think. So anyways, the Atreides trader should be right here also. Since we are in the area, we could also talk to Fear because he is right over there. And we do have the mission to talk to him, so might as well. Anyways, first things first.
Always good to see a familiar face. What can I do for you today?
Can you please give me this one, the Atreides Stronghold construction set? I will buy it, obviously. Thank you very much, but let's see what else we can buy. Okay, so we can buy Mark IV Topter, but we have Mark IV already, so that's fine. We have this one. I am mostly interested in clutter items, basically. Do we have anything like that? No, we don't. I really wish there was basically a decoration pack that would allow us to build general clutter in the base. For example, I don't know, industrial crates, machinery, you know, the stuff that is like this lying around in other places. I would like to make our base look a bit more lived in, basically. Anyways, this is Fear. How about let's go ahead and talk to him.
I expected you. Sorry. Occupational hazard.
Andrea speaks very highly of you. If that was all I knew of you, it would be enough. I know a great deal more. Your file grows daily. I'm quite pleased with the investigation into Skorda and the tainted spice. I look forward to the results of the analysis. Ah, she thinks he's responsible? Permission denied. The evidence is circumstantial, and he provides financial support. Assassination would be hasty. Andrea is my most promising protege. She may seem to have a machine mind, but she's as human as you and I. She does not show it, but she takes the tainted spice deaths personally. She sees it as a personal failure to compute the truth rapidly enough.
Okay, so now we need to go back to Andrea. Let's take a look in here. Yeah, we need to go back to Andrea. Okay, then I suppose now we have 2 reasons to go back to Haga Basin, so let's go ahead and do so. Also, I kinda like the look of the Atreides ornithopters, but that will have to wait because we have no reputation enough to buy them.
The balance of probability suggested I would see you soon. Good. I have the test results of the tainted spice. It will take time to interpret the data, but we will have a better understanding of this poison. What did Thufir say regarding my request to eliminate Ambrose Lucifera? What? No. No, his is a brilliant mind. Surely he understands the logic, the calculation, the need. Thufir is rarely wrong, but he is wrong now. We must act before it is too late. We will take the initiative, and I will take full responsibility. On the surface, Ambrose Lucifera appears to be a wealthy, if inconsequential, reveler. But he's had a hand in many hidden deals related to the war. He has covert ties to the Harkonnen. He is involved with the tainted spice. I know he is. People I know have died because we failed to act quickly. I cannot allow this to continue. We must strike before Ambrose is beyond our grasp. Hesitation is not an option.
Uh-oh. Going over the head of Havad is not wise, but, well, we have to go along with the missions, I suppose.
I've taken the liberty of lacing this expensive bottle of wine with some of the tainted spice. It will be undetectable to poison snoopers. Ambrose is a known Epicurean and experience seeker. Convince him that this bottle of wine is a singular and exclusive experience. I'm too well known in Arrakis, but you can make sure Ambrose drinks this. Take the bottle, say no more. I know you'll do the right thing.
Okay then. I would like to continue with the main mission. Yeah, you know what? I think I will go home for now. No, it's going to be this way. The last time when we were approaching the landing pad, we got a message from Aristay, so I think that might be the trigger for the next one. Also, who are you? Oh, right, the Sardaukar ship. Also, we have a new neighbor. A big Harkonnen base.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Okay, plus we have a sandstorm in 1 minute. Yeah, we just need to go home, hunker down, and then we will leave for the next stage of the main mission.
This next canto is disturbing. You have my sympathies. your tongue offends, remove it. If your eyes cause you to stumble, pluck them out. Into the sightless zone.
And now, our next and finest visitors.
The sand tiger shark, Cacharius
Taurus.
native to Old Terra.
Displays a curious reproductive strategy.
One of intrauterine cannibalism.
When the youngest embryonic shark reaches its certain size threshold,
It kills and devours its siblings. In the blackness of the primordial pocket ocean,
that is
the sand tiger hunts its fellow embryos, absorbing their nutrients and achieving exponential growth. When the lone sand tiger shark emerges from the womb, it is stronger and better able to deal with predators and And what of you, little adelphage? Do you grow? Are you enjoying your recent feast?
I can show you the way. Follow the guide. Have you seen what you needed to see? Is this the path you desired? Consider the strands that came before. Consider the strands that lie ahead. Consider whom you allowed to become entangled in those strands. Consider the choices.
Okay. So, did I interpret the vision correctly that the other Bene Gesserit agents are like the other embryos and we are devouring them to make ourselves stronger? Interesting. I guess we'll find that in due time. Okay, so.
I have something for us, but you must act quickly. An Ixian freighter lost contact with the spaceport at Arrakis on its descent from the Highliner. I don't know what it's carrying, but it's a safe bet that the command deck will carry the Ixian decoder technology we need. The problem is that Ixian tech is rare and valuable, so you'd better get there before the wreck is picked clean by scavengers. You'll know it by its name, the Hephaestus. I guess that makes you Prometheus in this story.
Okay, uh-oh. A wreck. Does that mean that this is going to be a PvP area or... Okay, it's not in the Haga Basin. That's actually good news. So is it in the overworld map? Let me just check. In here... I suppose it should be on the overworld map. Let's find out. Oh, wait. Do we? Yeah, first let's drop the stuff that we have picked up. Don't leave just yet. I think we are good to go. So, do we need to get to the crash site on the overworld map? Because I do believe we will have missions on the overworld map, so that would make sense. Also, right. She did say that the ship was landing in Arrakis before it was shot down, so obviously Arrakis is on the other side of the map. It is not in the Haga Basin, so it should be definitely on the overworld map. Okay, so she did say that the ship was shot down near Arrakis. But where exactly? Let's just take a look at the map. Ah, there we go. There you are. So we are going for the wreck of the Hephaestus.
Oh, there. It seems this poor bastard has some metal lodged in his throat. Nothing to be done about it, of course. Unless you're a sick doctor, which I'm fairly certain you are not. Yes, quite the opposite, in fact. You have the look of a degenerate killer about you. A happy development, as it were. It just so happens I'm in need of a degenerate killer. Don't be modest. We haven't the time. The smoke from this wreckage is already visible across 3 sectors. By sunset, this wreck will be crawling with scavengers of every stripe, out from their hidey holes to pick the bones clean. You and I must complete our rescue before that swarm arrives. While the ship released a brief distress call in the minutes before impact, there was a second, discreet call on an encrypted frequency. A frequency reserved for the Regis Familia, which puts me in a bit of a bind. I'm highborn, and while I was merely passing through, I am honor-bound to investigate any distress call transmitted on a noble frequency. I don't expect you to understand, gutter-born as you surely are, but understand this. As the sole-ranking Imperial subject of the First Order, I am fully empowered to compel your assistance on this mission. You will help me find and extricate the highborn passenger behind the distress call. Unless you question my authority, in which case you might find some metal lodged in your throat. Help me with my rescue, and I will keep an eye out for whatever bauble you require. Well, luckily for you, we're on a cargo ship positively laden with advanced technological wonders. We'll find your decoder and my highborn and abscond with our spoils before the rabble of the desert shows up. Deal? Well, then you are in for a treat. They come in different flavors. The suboids are especially rambunctious. Excellent. Our first order of business is to gain access to the hold. This helpful fellow suggested our distress call might have originated there. It's not unheard of for highborns to travel incognito using old cargo containers, usually refurbished with luxury appointments. The ship's hold will most assuredly be protected by a pentashield. The Ixians are randy for security. You will need to find a key. I will endeavor to locate the cargo manifest so that we may ascertain exactly which container we are looking for. And that thing you want, of course. I'll stay in contact over the net. Kill anything that moves.
Okay then. So we need to help this guy first, and then we can get our own stuff. As expected, this place appears to be crawling with enemies, so we need to be careful. Let's get started.
You're going to have to engage and secure the hold. An easy bit of murder for a killer like you. The Suboids are but brain-addled laborers with no aptitude for combat, and they are light-sensitive.
What are you doing? The Suboids are gonna kill us all! Those were just the ones outside! They want revenge, they'll be coming after us! I'm just crew. My name is Suf Rondi. This is my 3rd voyage on the Hephaestus. They just went insane. Started attacking us all. The captain sealed off the bridge and warned the rest of us to get to safety. At first we could stay in the lights, avoid them, but they got into the engine somehow and the ship crashed. And the lights went out. After that, it was just screams in the darkness. I hid in here to wait for rescue, but that's not why you're here, is it? Well, I've only been on her for a few voyages. Captain Lazius was a steady hand and had a solid reputation. He even treated the Suboids well. Nothing I've heard about. There's an eye scanner attached to the pentashield. If you've got authorization, it unlocks the pentashield. Well, yes, No, I'm not going out there. Besides, if you kill the Suboids in here, the others will be trapped on the other side. Maybe one of the other crew? Jackson and Addison both had authorization. Maybe you can find them, or their corpses out there.
Well, I suppose it will do. It would have been more fun to take one from someone alive, though. I've been assured the process is quite painless. Oh, not for the person losing the eye.
Ugh. That's a bit gruesome. Anyways, let's carry on.
I'm in the ship's power center. The emergency power is holding. Perhaps I can relay power to the lights in the cargo area. Try not to die until I solve this bit of technical tomfoolery. That was the engines. Almost have it. Almost have it. And on the seventh day, the Baron said, "Let there be light." That was taxing. Now, you're going to have to locate the mechanism to move the containers around.
Oh, wait. Baron. Is this Fade Rota? That would be kind of interesting. Anyways, might as well fill up our blood bags since we have plenty of bodies.
So, you're looking for an Ixian decoder on an Ixian shipwreck, which makes sense. But what I'm curious about is what you want to decode. Don't worry. Like most things, the mystery of your purpose here is probably beneath my notice. Still, I wonder who tipped you off about this shipwreck and how you got here so fast. Don't worry, though. We can have a thorough discussion about it after we've rescued the princess and salvaged your Ixian decoder. Oh, the layout of this frigate is maddening. We're looking for container HH40236. Describe what you see. Leave nothing out. And a Communinet console set to an Atreides frequency. An orange Catholic Bible. What's that passage again? Beware the seeds you sow and the crops you reap. Do not curse God for the punishment you inflict upon yourself. That's Bene Gesserit garb. So our trapped noble was a Bene Gesserit. Looking at the system files, it seems the remaining Ixians and our Bene Gesserit noble have barricaded themselves in the bridge. Oh, and there's a mass of Suboids trying to get in. We had better hurry. I'll meet you there. I must admit something to you. I'm afraid I haven't been entirely candid about our mission. Neither my presence here nor the identity of our rescue subject are as random as I might have first let on. A Bene Gesserit sister, a noble with highly placed Atreides contacts, returning in secret from Warlock 9, home of the Bene Gesserit Mother School. I do believe my errant princess has come home at last. We need officer clearance to access the bridge. Fortunately, the captain decided to remain with the ship. He was wasn't using it anymore.
There are more in here than I expected. More than should reasonably fit, in fact.
Well, that's not a positive development. Try to switch the lights on. These fight with unexpected ferocity. Anytime now. Feel free to join in. Plenty to go around.
Hail the conquering hero. Hello? It's safe to come out now? The enemy is vanquished. For day one. Well then, when one sends out a distress call, the least one could do is stay around to be rescued.
Clearly not here. My sources were either wrong or just unreliable.
Though the distress signal was real enough, apparently my princess.
Oh, the Galassian girls will do it for pearls, and the Arrakis for water. But if you desire dames like consuming flames, try a Caledonian daughter.
Gurney Halleck.
Do I have the honor of addressing Fade Rotha? I was watching you on the Transeye, boy. When the Suboids ran wild, we suspected Harkonnen interference. So I laid a little trap of my own.
Where is the girl?
Oh, you fool. The ship was carrying a different cargo. She was never even here. And she doesn't belong to you.
The betrothal remains, Halleck. A signed and sealed agreement. Or do the Atreides no longer keep their word?
Oh, to the letter, Harkonnen. But unlike my Lord Duke, I've seen the slave pits of Gedi Prime. Atreides don't sell Atreides.
you'd stand against the will of the Sisterhood?
I won't need to. No groom, no wedding. I have triggered the explosives that I attached to the fuel chambers of the ship. You have moments to live. Goodbye.
The storm outside must be interfering with the detonation signal, which buys us time to escape. Well, not much time.
Can you hear me? Hello? The wreck is not safe. Guardian Halleck has laid a trap. He's going to blow it up. Get out of there!
Another time then, my degenerate killer.
Yeah, that was Phaedrota. Okay, let's make it quick. Let's pick this up and escape the bridge. Which way? This way. Okay, so let's recap. So Phaedrota was looking for a princess on board of this ship, but that was a trap laid by Gurney Halleck, that's fine. But he did say something about a betrothal. Is he talking about Aristay? Because if you remember from the book, Jessica was supposed to give birth to a daughter who would later have to marry or, well, make a baby with Phaedrota, and that would be the Kwisatz Haderach. But so I think, yes, I think he was looking for Aristay, but as you can see, that was a trap. So yeah, I think I have this one correct. Anyways, where do we need to go exactly? Yeah, I just suppose we can just go home, I suppose. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you want. If you would like to support me a little bit more, you can do so by clicking the join button and becoming a channel member, which will give you an early and ad-free access to these videos. Once again, thank you for watching and thank you very much for your support. I will see you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.